Welcome to Vision Class and welcome back to Cineform Mathematics on complex numbers. Example 3 of subtraction of complex numbers is Z1 is negative 5i, Z2 is negative 9 plus I, and Z3 is negative 3i plus 2. The first part is saying, what is Z1 minus Z2? So Roman 1, Z1 minus Z2 becomes, substitute for Z1 and Z2. What is Z1? Z1 is negative 5i. What does it mean? It implies that the value of the real part is 0. The value of the real part is 0. That's why it is not appearing there. So we substitute for Z1, which is negative 5i. And then minus Z2. Z2 has more than one term. Like you can see there are two terms. There is the real part and the imaginary part. Just because there are two terms, you put the negative, that is the minus, and then you put those terms in a bracket. So here we shall have negative 9 plus I. Why? This negative is going to affect the terms in the bracket. So what is, let me first maintain negative 5i here. Negative times negative is positive, so here we shall say plus 9. Negative times positive is negative, so here we shall have negative I. Then we collect the like terms together. There are two imaginary parts and there is one real part. So let's collect the imaginary parts together. Negative 5i minus I and then plus 9. What is negative 5i minus I is negative 6i plus 9. This is the answer. Or just if you want to change the order, this is the same as 9, which is positive, minus 6i, which is negative. The two answers are correct. The order does not matter. Going to the second part, that is Z2 minus Z3, we shall say Z2 minus Z3 in the second part, that is part 2, Z2 minus Z3 equals to, what is Z2? Z2 is negative 9 plus I, so we shall write here negative 9 plus I minus Z3, you put in the bracket, which is negative 3i plus 2. Then we go and simplify the bracket. Let's maintain this part the way it is. Plus I. Negative times negative is positive. This gives us there plus 3i. Negative times positive is negative. So you shall have minus 2. On collecting the like terms, we shall have negative 9 minus 2 plus I plus 3i. What is negative 9 minus 2? It is negative 11. Plus, what is I plus 3i? That gives us I. And that is the answer for Z2 minus Z3. And the last part, which tells us Z3 minus Z1 equals to, what is Z3? Z3 is negative 3i plus 2 minus, we are subtracting away Z1. What is Z1 is? Negative 5. So we say minus of the question, and the value is negative 5i. So we say minus negative 5i. Then here we shall say negative 3i. I'm maintaining it the way it is. What is negative times negative? It becomes positive. So here it will give us plus 5i. Then we go to the like terms. Negative 3i plus 5i plus 2. Yes. What is negative 3i plus 5i? That is simply the same as 2i plus 2. So this is the solution for our example 3.